It is never too late to start. I saw this viral clip the other day of Kevin Hart racing Usain Bolt. And amazingly, Kevin Hart beat Usain Bolt in a 100-meter dash race. And that's because Kevin Hart had a 50-meter head start. In fact, he even had so much time that he danced at the finish line before crossing it and still defeated the fastest man ever to be born, Usain Bolt. And a lot of people might look at that and think the moral of the story is if you have a big enough head start at something, you can't lose. You're gonna beat a way faster, way stronger opponent if you just started before them. But the flip side of that is that it's a bit discouraging. If you want to get into a space, whether it's a sport, a business, an opportunity, and you see someone that's a few years ahead of you, you might be discouraged and think, well, man, that guy has such a head start. Like, I think I might be better than him or have the capability of being faster or better or stronger, but he's so far ahead that he's gonna win the race. But here's the beauty about life, bro. Life is not a 100-meter dash. Life's a marathon. Life is thousands of kilometers. And sure, there might be a Kevin Hart in your space that will beat you in the short term. In a short race, he's gonna hit the finish line before you. But if that race between Kevin Hart and Usain Bolt was 500 meters, 1 kilometer, well, it's pretty obvious that Usain Bolt would win that race every single time because Usain Bolt is a faster man. He has a better vehicle for winning in the long run. And life is all about the long run, right? You might see people who are ahead of you. Maybe in the relationship world, some of your friends are married already and have kids, and you still haven't found a girl that you like, or you're struggling to even go on dates with girls. And it's easy to compare ourselves to people who are ahead of us, but sometimes we've got to realize that that's no reason to quit, and it's no reason not to run the race, right? Because if Usain Bolt saw Kevin Hart ahead of him and just didn't run the race, well, he'd have no shot at winning at all. And life doesn't just stop when you hit the 100-meter mark. It keeps going on and on and on and on and on. And the best part is the people who are farther ahead of you, this really applies in business, they can get very stagnant. They're so far ahead of the competition, maybe the leader of the industry and the leader of the space, and they're gonna get complacent because they're looking around and seeing no one's in my league. I'm looking side to side, no one's running alongside me. I can kind of just coast. They're not really doing as much as they should be to improving the vehicle that they're running in. Take the flip side. Let's say Usain Bolt is at the 100-meter mark and Kevin Hart, he's 80 meters behind Usain Bolt. Well, he might think to himself, well, I'm never catching up to that guy. He's the fastest man alive and I'm 80 meters behind him. What if the whole time Usain Bolt kept running, Kevin Hart just went to the store and bought an electric scooter? In the race of life, a very long race, like a marathon, Kevin Hart would probably catch up to Usain Bolt. Maybe an electric scooter wouldn't do it, but maybe he rode an electric scooter for 2 kilometers up to the Nissan dealership and got a GTR, got a little race car. For sure he's catching up to Usain Bolt. And the whole time Usain Bolt is so far ahead, he sees no need to improve his vehicle, so he just keeps running, thinking, no one's catching up to me now. The point here is, bro, it doesn't matter if someone is hundreds or thousands of meters ahead of you. What matters is that you start taking steps forward and you work on the vehicle that you're racing in. So when you see people ahead of you in life, or you see people who are stronger and faster, don't let that discourage you from trying in the first place. Sometimes you just have to work smarter, work harder, and most importantly, you gotta participate in the race because you're not gonna win it, you're never gonna achieve your goals or achieve anything that you wanna do if you don't participate in the race. Anyway, pound the like button, hit subscribe, see you again, King.